About 7 to 8 minutes away from the third day between India and England at Dharamshala. Yet again, a magnificent day, sunny throughout, cold, and there is no chance of rain. There is no overhead conditions also to help the England Pacers. And now you're going to see India potentially get to a lead of about 270, 280. One hopes that they can get nearer to that and then put England in and ensure that they absolutely demolish them by today itself. Maybe the test match might go into the fourth day. Maybe there's a slim chance about it, but England will have to bat out of their skins to ensure they don't go 4-1 down. Anyways, they have lost the series by 3-1, and you're looking at a 4-1 series loss here. BCCI head at this point in time, if you look at it, Roger Binney, he has weighed in on why England have managed to lose this series. Ironically, it was the aggression displayed by Baseball's tactics by Ben Stokes. He was ultra aggressive, and that is why England have lost the series in India. That is Roger Binney's take on the entire situation. He stated in an interview with PTI that yes, England have been far too aggressive. You have to hold your own against the spinners here, bide your time out, and then attack. But then they didn't do that, and that is the key reason why England have managed to lose this series. Spinners on this particular Indian decks, which were not a rank turner by the way, you had to bide your time and ensure that you managed to go through. You had to ride the tough times out and then attack towards the end. That is something that England's ultra aggressive approach did not allow them to do, and that is why you see it is a really poor situation that England find themselves in. Sure, they had their moments in Ranchi, they had their moments in Vizag, they had their moments in Rajkot, but they just could not capitalize on it. And maybe there is a 50-50 argument that yes, England have given India a fight, but then what about Australia and the two BGTs of 17 and 23? So that is why one should always assume the fact that, okay, maybe the Border Gavaskar Trophy is a far bigger rivalry at this point than India, England, or even the Ashes at this point. So Roger Binney saying that Rohit tactically was brilliant. Rohit was patient. Tactics-wise, the plans-wise, he was far, far better than England on a consistent basis. And that is why, despite some stars missing, Rohit Sharma's India have won the series 3-1, and today or mostly by tomorrow they'll be looking to make it 4-1 and consolidate their hold at the top of the World Test Championship rankings, because India, if they win this test 4-1, then they are going to ensure that they head into September, October right at the top. Only New Zealand or Australia might potentially challenge them along with South Africa. Now, heading into the Hagley Oval test match at this point, Australia were bundled out for 256. Marnus Labuschagne hitting a 90. Unlucky to miss out on a ton, by the way. New Zealand already lost Will Young to Mitchell Starc, but then Kane Williamson and Tom Latham. Finally, Tom Latham and Kane Williamson have put on a fight. And that is why you see that they are 65 for 1 at the time for doing this morning wrap. They were 65 for 1 and not surprisingly are just about 27 to 28 runs away. And that is why it is very, very important to ensure that they erase the deficit and put up a big fight against Australia. Anyway, the test match is going to end tomorrow. We all were wondering maybe New Zealand would end up collapsing quicker than England. Maybe that is not going to happen. So, New Zealand, Kane Williamson and Tom Latham are putting on a brilliant, brilliant fight at the Hagley Oval. Let's see how that happens, how that test match pans out. Still, it is advantage Australia at this point, but we do not know how things can change at this point. But yesterday in the WPL, there was a big, big choke that you may have to call. Delhi Capitals doing Delhi Capitals things again. You remember in some edition of the IPL, I don't remember which edition it was exactly, maybe it was pre-COVID, 2019, Delhi Capitals needed about 15 to 20 runs with plenty of wickets in hand. Guess what? Sam Curran of Punjab Kings at that time took a hat-trick. Delhi Capitals lost 7 wickets for 8 runs and they managed to lose the game. Well, here, Delhi Capitals needed 15 and they lost 6 wickets and lost by 1 run to the UP Warriors. Delhi Capitals, whenever it comes to WPL or whenever it comes to the IPL, they always manage to botch up the key moments that is there. So that's why, unfortunately for Delhi Capitals, they have lost by 1 run. Deepti Sharma, the star, with 4 wickets and a brilliant cameo towards the end that ensured that the UP Warriors managed to defend the lowest total that they could in the WPL in its history. So 138 was defended, and because of that, now UP Warriors are still in contention, but RCB, Mumbai, and Delhi Capitals still are in contention for the playoff spot at this point. I'll be doing a separate video on the scenarios on what each team needs to do so that they have to get to the final. Remember, the format of the WPL is such: top team goes directly into the final. The second place and third place team play the eliminator. Whoever wins that goes through to the final. The other one's eliminated. So that is the format of the WPL at this point in time. So Deepti Sharma, congratulations to her. 4 wickets and a brilliant knock of 40 towards the end ensured that they managed to beat the Delhi Capitals by 1 run. 6 wickets lost in 2 overs, and they lost by 1 run. Beat that for choking when you look at it. Now, as far as the world of other sports is concerned, there is badminton action to look forward to. Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty, as well as Lakshya Sen. They are in the semi-finals of the French Open, and they will be gunning for a place in the final that will take place tomorrow. On the other hand, this is a very, very important period for Indian badminton because you only have a couple of months more before you seal the Olympic qualification at this point. So, Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy, Chirag Shetty ensuring that they are the contenders for the French Open. Lakshya Sen is finally showing form, but unfortunately, PV Sindhu lost in the other match. So that's why she lost to Chen Yufei. Remember, she is one of the Olympic champions at this point. So Sindhu's struggles continue, but for Lakshya Sen and for Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy, and Chirag Shetty, it's very much open. Now, as far as the World Boxing Championships, the Olympic qualifiers is concerned, Mohammad Husamuddin has unfortunately lost 4-0, and that is why Nishant is one of the key contenders when you have to look at it for the Olympic quota when it comes to India. His match is going to happen tomorrow. So Nishant will be hoping that in the round of 16 that he can continue to make progress. But as the rounds come nearer, it is going to be tougher and tougher for all the boxers. So that is why big scenario that we are awaiting at this point. Mohammad Husamuddin has lost, but Nishan Dev is still there. He is going to play, he has his bout tomorrow. So one hopes that the Indian boxing contingent, at least one of them, gets the Olympic quota from this particular tournament. After that, you'll have to wait until May for the second and final qualifying event. And then after that, let's see who all can seal their boxing quota at this point. We all know that from the Asian Games, there are several boxers. 4 boxers have secured their quotas. Now it is the turn of all the others like Nishant, Mohammad Husamuddin. Unfortunately, Husamuddin's lost, Shiv Thapa's lost. Now the others, if you look at even Deepak Boria's lost as well. So big jolt for the Indian boxing contingent, but one hopes that Nishant can at least bounce back in this way. So this is the situation when we have about all the other sports that is there. And thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. The match is going to start soon. It's already started. So bye-bye. See you. And don't forget to download the Sports Talk mobile app for all the information you need in English and Hindi. Bye-bye.